Papa said something on Sunday when he talked about giving gratitude to God. And another thing he mentioned was actually sharing testimonies. And there was something in my heart that I knew that God did in some time back. And I really just wanted to share, and I hope it blesses someone. There was a particular time in my life when I was working somewhere, and I really wanted them to actually retain me. And then there was this particular lady that I was working with at that point in time. I said to myself, because I was working with this person, so that actually been very nice for me to actually get this opportunity. But then something happened because I left work 10 minutes before 5, and it was an emergency. And it was the first time it actually happened. And when that happened, she was like, "Oh no, I'm not going to let them retain you." I apologized. And for me, I felt like my hope were lost. I didn't know what to do or how life was going to turn out. But then I just trusted God. And that very year I got married without a job, which is very crazy because you actually need to be financially stable to actually, go into marriage. And for me, I was trusting God. And I remembered one time during an Hallelujah challenge, I told God, I said, God, I am confused. I don't have directions. I need you to actually just, come through for me, arrange my life. I felt scattered. I felt displaced. I didn't know what to do. And around that moment, I just saw a particular program and I registered. I didn't even know what made me register. And when I went to that particular program, people were speaking, people were sharing things, talking about great achievements. Some people came from Google, you know, yeah. And I was like, wow, things are happening. When am I going to have like a good story to share? It was an International Women's Day. And there was this particular lady, Tega. She's into photography. Yeah. When I say this, she knows. And she said something. She was like, there's going to be this fear to speak, imposter syndrome. And it's going to come in and make you feel like your story is not worth sharing, but do share it. And at that moment, I knew I had to speak. I wanted to share my story. When I started speaking, there's this thought in my head: who do you think wants to hear about your story? Why are you saying this? Who cares? And I just kept speaking, and I told myself that that spirit that wanted me not to share my story had already been talked about, and I had no fear. And so I shared my story. While talking, there was this woman listening. This lady was like, I want to mentor you. Oh, that was actually a bomb for me because I was like, mentor me. Like, I didn't have direction. I don't know where to actually start from, but I knew I needed that guidance. When she started speaking, I felt there was this connection between me and this lady. And I was just watching her. My spirit was like, there's something about this lady I needed to encounter. See you in the next video.